Hello everyone and welcome to another video. So as you can see, today is a little different than what I usually do here on Mel's Live. It's more of a talk type video and not me trying TikTok hacks or doing fun quizzes. And the reason that I decided to do this is, well, this pandemic has kind of hindered our ability to just talk to each other. Okay, it's taken away a lot from a lot of people, but especially just being able to talk has gotten so difficult. So I'm trying this thing and I'm hoping it works out. I don't know if I'd call it a podcast exactly. I don't think I'm that professional yet, but it's just me having a little discussion and these are my opinions. And you may disagree with me and that's fine. We all have different ideas. I get it. It's perfectly normal. But the reason I decided to do this is because the other day I was talking to my brother who, even though he's considered a millennial, is still a young adult. And we were kind of discussing certain things that we struggle with that they may not have struggled with earlier on in life. And I thought, if we're struggling with these types of things, there must be a lot of young people out there struggling with these type of things. So there are a lot of things that I want to discuss, but I want to keep it to one topic per video. So for today, the topic I want to kind of talk about is Gen Z and how we meet new people. Now, given that we almost kind of grew up with social media, you'd say, well, then it's really easy for us to meet new people because everyone's on social media. We can just meet whoever we like. And sure, that is true in some way, but if you think about it, meeting people online is meeting people who are filtered. Now, don't get me wrong, I'm not saying everyone is a catfish, although there are some of those out there. People may be posting their authentic pictures, they may be authentically themselves, but when you DM or text, you are a lot more filtered because you have the ability to think before you send a message. You have the ability to kind of just filter your own thoughts before you send a message to a person. And then when you meet that person in real life and realize that they're a lot different face to face than they are on a phone screen, it's kind of confusing and sometimes even a little disappointing. Now, that is one of the problems. The other problem, I think, even before the pandemic, is where do you go to meet new people? Okay, I know the pandemic kind of ruined a lot of things because places had to close and stuff like that, but where would you go? Where would you go to meet new people? I mean, if you go out dancing, sure, you'll meet a lot of new people, but the music is so loud. Can you actually talk to someone? I'm not just talking about meeting someone. I'm talking about actually getting to know someone, actually getting to know new people. And I think that is what's so difficult. Yeah, I have like a makeshift coaster here and it just keeps sticking to the cup. It's okay. But if you think about it, if you go to a coffee shop, sure, you can meet someone new there. I mean, usually people go to a coffee shop with other people, but sometimes people go alone and sometimes you can strike up a conversation. But most coffee shops these days has Wi-Fi, which means even though we're leaving our house now, we're still in this virtual world because we just have free internet everywhere. And that is if you even actually get out of your house. Because think about it. You can shop online for literally anything. Okay, you can watch movies online at home. So you don't even have to go to the cinema anymore. You can do literally everything from home if you have a Wi-Fi connection. Which means most people don't even get out of their house. Okay? Which, I mean, if you really can't, I get that this is convenient and I am really happy that they make things accessible to almost everyone. But now we are stuck at home. Even before the pandemic, we had no reason to leave our house unless you have a job. if you weren't doing anything, you'd basically just stay at home. If you haven't found a job yet, and even if you have, are you so busy working, trying to make a living, or trying to meet the standards of social media, where you see people your age, maybe even younger, making obscene amounts of money, and you're still here not making that much money? Think about it. These pressures are put upon us and we don't even know it. So you are working your job and you're working so hard to make this money, to meet these standards, that you don't actually have time to just go be social. Okay, so then we can meet people at work, right? Sure. But do you honestly want to see someone for 8-9 hours at work and then see them another 4 or 5 hours after work? Unless you are really, really good friends, I highly doubt it. If you have a really fun job that you actually enjoy and you actually enjoy the people you work with, great. But a lot of us don't. A lot of us go to work, we want to earn a living, we just want to support our families, help out where we can, and we want to go home and relax and just forget about the day we've had. Okay, that is a lot of people in that situation. So you tend not to meet new people at work in the sense that you can actually become friends with them. So that's another problem. We're so busy working to meet these standards that we don't actually allow ourselves time to just be social. And then it comes to having a conversation. Can we actually still have a face-to-face conversation with someone? Okay, let's say we have the ability to meet new people, wherever the hell you do that. I mean, a grocery store, the gym, if you can. I mean, those are also places that people go to get out. People go to the gym to work out, not to chat. Most people, okay? So you don't want to bother someone while they're working out. People go to the grocery store to get their food and get out. They don't want to meet a new Facebook friend or something. They just want to get their groceries and get out. Okay, we've conditioned like this to do everything as quickly as possible and go home. Things have been made so easy and so fast that our lives have become so fast that we don't stop to talk to new people at all. And why would we when we can just DM them or text them? But can we actually still have a face-to-face conversation? You'd think with the copious amounts of knowledge that we have available to us with the internet that we've always had, we would be able to talk for hours about various things. I mean, at the click of a button, we have literally all of this information right in front of us, yet the art of having a conversation has been totally lost on us because we live with cell phones. We've lived with texting and not with just talking. Now, obviously, like I pointed out, there are a lot of benefits to social media and being able to text people. I understand that. But when it comes to meeting someone who can potentially be a friend, someone who can potentially be more than a friend, eventually you're going to have a face-to-face conversation. And you're going to have to be unfiltered and you're going to have to be you. And that is scary for a lot of people. We kind of grow comfortable with social media because we can filter our thoughts. We can even filter our pictures, which, I mean, guilty. But when you have to be 100% yourself, face to face with another human being, where you can't hide behind texts or filters, that's scary. It's sort of being vulnerable, even if it's like the first time you're just talking about your pets. It's not like you're having an intimate conversation. You're talking about your pets, but that first meeting is already you having to be so open and vulnerable because you're not behind a screen anymore. You're face to face with this human being. And that is why I think a lot of us struggle with meeting new people. Not only is it hard to find a place where you can meet new people, because a lot of people just stay home and a lot of places have Wi-Fi, which means everyone is in their phones, even though they're not in their house, they're not technically present. So I have a question. As a Gen Z, given that there is no pandemic, so imagine yourself in a world, I know it's tough, where there's no pandemic. Where would you go to meet new people? Tell me, please. Maybe I'm missing something. It's highly likely that I'm missing something, okay? Because I'm sure there are places where you can go to meet new people. And then, if you can find a place like that, can you actually go talk to someone? Not just having the confidence to approach someone, but aren't they actually present? Or are they too immersed in their cell phones to have a conversation with you? And if they're not, can you actually talk about anything? Because we live in this sphere of the internet. Do we actually still know how to have normal conversations? Maybe too much information is the problem. You have so much knowledge that you don't know what to talk about. Like, you have so many topics to choose from, you can't actually choose one. Or when you have this place to meet new people and someone is actually present, are you comfortable enough being yourself in an unfiltered way, away from the protections of a phone screen? Are you comfortable enough being that vulnerable with someone else you actually just met? Because they're not seeing you through a social media filter. They're not seeing you through controlled thoughts of a text where you're able to just think before you send a message. Will you be comfortable enough, even if you have all the confidence? We sometimes lack that ability to just be ourselves, completely unfiltered from social media. And like I said, I think social media has a lot of benefits. It helps a lot of people. So I will never advocate completely removing social media from your life, because there are benefits. All I'm saying is, maybe we should take a step back sometimes and actually go meet new people in person, okay? And as I'm talking to you, I know how absolutely terrified I am to just go talk to someone randomly. How sometimes I'm even scared to just send someone a message, okay? But I feel like we've kind of been conditioned to feel this way because of the generation that we are growing up in, because of the technological generation. We grew up with all of this. It's making it hard for us to meet new people and actually have conversations with them. Like, once again, these are my opinions. These are just some of my thoughts. And obviously, this doesn't apply to everyone. Some people do meet new people on a daily basis, and that's wonderful. If you are one of those people, comment down below and tell us how you do it. I think we can all use all of the help we can get. But if you are someone who relates to anything that I'm saying, leave a comment as well. Let's have a friendly, open discussion about this, because I feel like meeting new people is a way to widen our horizons, to get more ideas, to hear differing opinions. But are we hearing them through the filter of a social media or a text message? Or can we actually start hearing them face to face? Can we actually start talking to actual human beings, meeting new people with new ideas, new perspectives, away from a phone screen? I mean, social media has its benefits. You can learn a lot from YouTube videos and the internet. So in that perspective, it's wonderful. You can learn new things on the internet. That's wonderful. I agree. It's absolutely great that you can have the knowledge in the palm of your hand. But some knowledge is better learned by talking to someone else, talking to new people who have differing perspectives. Because even if you see the same YouTube video showed to 10 different people, 10 different people are going to have 10 different ideas. And this should be talked about, not just in the YouTube comment section, but discussed. in person. Now, I know with the pandemic, talking in person is tough, but imagine yourself in a world where there isn't a pandemic. Would we actually do that? Would we actually go out, meet new people, and talk about our ideas with new people without being filtered by social media or text messages? Would we actually do that? Comment down below what you think about this topic, and if you liked this type of video, leave a like and I will do more of these. I have a lot more topics that I want to discuss, and as I said, these are my opinions. We're just having a friendly discussion. You're welcome to continue this discussion in the comment section if you want. Keep it friendly. We're just here to talk because, like I mentioned, we kind of have lost the ability to just talk to each other. And I know I'm even doing this on social media, so sort of defeating the purpose, but I'm trying. Okay, I'm trying. So yeah, leave a like, leave a comment, and remember to subscribe so that you don't miss out on any of the next videos. See you guys next time.